Dear students, today we will talk about plastids. Plastids are present only in plant cells. Let's see the classification of plastids. Plastids are categorized into two types depending on the color of pigments contained in them. If the plastids have colored pigments, then they are called chromoplast. They can be of two types. Chloroplast, it contains green pigments. So if pigment is green in color, it is chloroplast. Another type is plastid which is containing or chromoplast which is containing yellow pigments or orange pigments. Now the second category of plastid is called leucoplast and they are colorless in nature. That means they do not have any colored pigments. So what is their function? Their function is to store starch, oils and proteins. So they will store the food for the cell. What is the function of chromoplast? Chromoplast, mainly this one, primarily this chlorophyll pigment help in the photosynthesis. Here you can see that their importance is in the synthesis of food, the process known as photosynthesis. Most important pigments in photosynthesis are these green pigments called chlorophyll A, B, C. But yellow and orange pigments also help in the process of photosynthesis. And yellow and orange pigments, they give color to fruits and flowers. Now let's see the internal organization of plastids. What is the internal structure of plastid? Here we'll do the comparison between the diagrammatic representation of plastid, or you can say chloroplast, or between this diagrammatic representation and electron micrograph. What is electron micrograph? Electron micrograph is a photograph of plastid when it is seen under electron microscope. So it looks like this electron under electron microscope. Let's see. You can see some stacks here. Round disc-like structures are there, and there's a stack of disc-like structures. And they are made up of membrane layers. Here you can see membrane layers are present, many membrane layers are present. And when we draw a diagram, then we can make them like this, disc-like structures. And each disc is hollow from inside. And this disc is called thylakoid. Now you can see many discs are there, many layers are there. So this is the first part. Then comes the second part, the space in which these disc-like structures are present. This whole space which is present here also, it is called stroma. So stroma is the medium in which membrane layers are present. Now next component is DNA. Yes, DNA is present in plastids as well. It is found in mitochondria and it is found in plastids as well. So they contain DNA. Along with the DNA, they will also have ribosomes. So just like mitochondria, plastids also can make some of their proteins. Not all, but some of their proteins they can synthesize on their own without the help from nucleus because they contain their own DNA. So this is the simple structure of mitochondria and it is enclosed in a membrane layer. This is the membrane of mitochondria and membrane of mitochondria is double in nature. So there will be outer membrane and there will be inner membrane. Just like nucleus, just like mitochondria, the membrane of chloroplast is double in nature. So this is the internal organization of plastids. Now, similarity in external appearance of mitochondria and chloroplast. Here you can see that externally, if you don't look at the internal structure, because internally they are different, here you can see the folds of the internal membrane, cristae is there, and here you can see stacks of membrane layers are there. Thylakoid, they are made up of each disc is called thylakoid and each stack is called granum. And many stacks together, they are called granum. So internal structure you can see is not same. But if we look at them from external side also only, then you can see that they are similar in structure. So if we cover this completely, we don't look at the internal structure, we cover this also, then externally mitochondria and chloroplast, they have similar appearance. Similar external appearance is there. And here we can see that what organelles have their own DNA. We know nucleus is the most important organelle that contains DNA, and this synthesizes most of the proteins required by the cell. Most of the proteins required by the cell, their information is stored in nuclear DNA. But some amount of DNA is found in chloroplast as well as in mitochondria. Right? That means these two organelles, they can synthesize some of their proteins. Some of the proteins required by them, they synthesize on their own. For other proteins required by them, they depend on the nucleus. Right? So this is the structure of mitochondria, function, types. So two types are there, and I have told you the function of each type and then the structure of chloroplast and then the comparison between mitochondria and chloroplast. Thank you.